The ban and restriction list for the Digimon card game of April 2023 has been announced, and let's see what cards got hit this time. Digimon fans, welcome back, and today we'll be doing a live reaction of the banned and restricted list which just came out from discussion. Bandai made an announcement last week and we're all expecting something big coming as it can greatly change the game moving forward. But first and foremost, if you guys enjoy Digimon content on this channel and in general, be sure to help me out by subscribing and turning on that notification bell right now. Also give this video a like while you're at it as it greatly helps. But yes, let's jump right into the ban list and see what the live reaction is. I'm also super excited to announce a new feature on my channel where I launched my very first ever YouTube membership called the Avault Club. By joining, you will have access to exclusive perks and contents that regular viewers don't have. Perks include the Avault Club membership badge, and the best part is that you'll be able to see members only community posts featuring my first draft deck profiles even before the video comes out. You will see more updates by me for every deck profile released and even updated deck lists and adjustments with all the lists. Your comments and questions will also have priority replies from me. So what are you guys waiting for? Click on the join button right now. Thank you all so much for the support and I look forward to engaging with you guys. Okay, so I couldn't find a restricted list on the official website, so apparently they've only posted on social media so far as of making this video. They did mention Bandai that's gonna update the official website to have this changes and restrictions later on throughout the day, but this is the only post we've gotten so far, and this is the official Facebook page too, so I'll leave a link in the description box down below so you guys can see. But restricted card announcement effective on April 1st 2023. Some of you guys might be asking, is this a April's Fool's joke? Yeah, restricted cards 1. Decks can only include one copy of this card. Even if the illustrations are different, you can only have one card in your deck as long as it has that same card number, which is located right next to the name of the card. Now, the first card, which I'm not surprised at all, is BT11 Greymon X Antibody, the dual color one, the one that basically digivolves for 0 on top of Greymon, and it lets you reduce your digivolution costs when you go into a Greymon for every color it has. So let's see what their notes really has here. The effect of reducing the cost when digivolving this card into a Digimon that has Greymon in its name allows you to digivolve into the BT12 Meta Greymon or BT9 or even the BT8 one really, as for most recent, the X Antibody too efficiently, accelerating the speed at which the deck reduces the opponent's security and its comeback potential. Okay. I mean, I haven't played BT12 yet because we haven't gotten BT12 yet in North America. Also, I'm not too sure if this is effective for both Japan and North America immediately at April 1st, but I would assume it's basically for both sides as soon as the date comes. Additionally, this card's inherited effect gives resistance to a number of effects. The overall increases the effectiveness of Greymon decks more than expected. Therefore, we determined that this card narrows down the range of viable decks in the format and now have decided to restrict this card to one copy per deck. Generally, I really like Bandai when they explain these things, whether if it's like opinionated based on their opinions, and even their opinions kind of clash with ours sometimes, but I do like the fact that they explain it, which is really good. I actually totally agree, you know, other key points that this card just really helps accelerate it. Any like Greymon based decks, even in this current format, BT11 Black War Greymon, super strong deck. Because of this card, and the inherited protection is just really way too good, because this one card offers a lot. You know, we do have to digivolve it for 3 as a level 4, which is a lot to pay sometimes, but we're always just stacking it on top of a Greymon's anyways, and combining with all the other cards. It's just, yeah, really powerful. But that's basically it, guys. We haven't gotten any other news for any other cards apparently so far. I have no idea what else to expect. This is a little bit of a shocker surprise, maybe slightly quite underwhelming to some of you guys. That basically wraps up for the video, right? But okay, actually, before we wrap up the video, I do want to include like a discussion part Some of you guys wanted to see me sort of like have a ban list prediction. I didn't really do a ban list prediction video, but I did make a community post, just a quick, short, and sweet one, just sort of highlighting what I kind of expected. So we can kind of compare that against this, what we have right here, and just have more follow-up discussions. So I have my community post here, which I posted like roughly 5 days ago. You guys can check it out as well and compare and contrast if you want to do so. There's no specific link I can leave, but just scroll down in my community tab section so you can see. So with Bandai's most recent post announcement, just like from last week, here are some of my predictions, what I think will get hit, and we can sort of talk about it right now. So the first card I kind of talked about was Cool Boy, or maybe potentially X Antibody. Just to sort of clarify, Cool Boy is, a lot of us agree and feel like that this card is going to get hit because it's just super strong, 2 cost, really effective card, too much value, gaining memory, draw a card, and searching as well is just really, really good for any X Antibody decks. Now, I can see and understand why they did not hit this card is because, jumping a little bit ahead, I was talking to some of my friends, and some of you guys may know, is that the Digimon Card Game 3rd anniversary set is coming very soon in Japan, over in the summer, I believe. And keep in mind, this is the website for Premium Bandai in Singapore, which I found. And there's some really nice, cool reprints in this set, and there's a bunch of gold cards, Royal Knights based stuff, really cool. And one of the cards that they're reprinting is a gold version of Cool Boy. Now, from a business perspective, it makes sense that they don't hit Cool Boy, because if they hit Cool Boy this soon or this quickly, then they can't sell this product. And that makes a lot of sense because, you want people to buy like 4 copies of this product because you only get 1 Cool Boy and you want to get the playset. And, people are less inclined to buy this product in multiple quantities if Cool Boys was restricted to 1, despite all the other cards being really nice. But, Cool Boy is one of the better cards inside this entire set. We're not going to talk too much about this particular set, so I can kind of justify why they didn't hit Cool Boy. Will they hit Cool Boy down the road eventually? I'm not sure. Based on community feedback, maybe they will, or as they sort of like continue to analyze. I don't know. I did say X Antibody because the option is just also really good. For me, it was more of a fence. I didn't really clarify in my post, but I was just going to say maybe. Because if they weren't going to hit Cool Boy, I think it makes sense to hit something related to X Antibody initially. And the X Antibody option, it makes sense not to hit it because it really enables a lot of the X Antibody decks. If it did get hit by any chance, it really just ruins the entire archetype, which makes it not so fun anymore. The X Antibody option does make those decks really fun to play with and gives it a very nice, unique style, and there's a lot of effect synergy. So that was my initial thoughts, but now just regathering and rethinking about this, yeah, probably, I guess neither of these cards were going to get hit. Next one, we got Wergurumon, the promo one, which everyone's been talking about, the one that gives you Security +1, the one that can suspend and, give Metal Guard a lot of benefits and super strong, the level 5 card right there for the deck. Now, this is one of the cards that sort of enables the OTK potentials, which is very oppressive during the last format and the previous as well, during BT9 and BT10. But just thinking here, I guess just based on speculation of future format and meta, Metal Gurumon isn't going to be played as much anymore. Well, it's kind of subjective, I think, because I'm not too sure what the situation with Japan and their promo cards were. Maybe they just recently were allowed to play this Wergurumon promo. They were not allowed to play it before because it wasn't very accessible, but now with the RB01 Rising set that was released not too long ago, now they can play it. But maybe perhaps the meta doesn't really focus on it anymore. Metal Gurumon was very oppressive and really strong and way too powerful. But maybe in moving forward, that this card or this deck is not even that much relevant. That's my only guess for now. I'm not entirely sure again. But, like I'm shocked, just as shocked as everyone is, really. But the other cards I also mentioned was the Grand Kuwagomon promo one or the Akuamon promo as well. The Grand Kuwagomon being the Great Legend Dash Pack promo one gives Digiburst Security +1, which really enables the grandest decks to go for that OTK. Otherwise, the Akuamon promo is also really strong because it can having that Ice Wall effect, being hit one way or the other. That was sort of my initial prediction. Grandness, it would be fair to hit it because it's also a really powerful meta relevant deck, especially in the English format currently as well. But I guess not. My next card was Greymon X Antibody, which I did hit there. It's pretty obvious there. I felt it was just way too strong, and with new Greymon support coming in BT12 and more Greymon support coming in future sets, which we already know for the future starter decks in Japan, you know, this is gonna have too much synergy, too good. But yeah, I was gonna say maybe Cerberusmon Werewolf mode BT4. Honestly, I said I felt it was okay to leave it alone, and I still feel the same. Playing like the Lilith loop with the Cerberusmon package and the Werewolf package to rush, you know, takes a lot of skill, and it's not very easy for most players to adapt and sort of like get into. It is really strong with its combos, but I didn't feel like it was that oppressive either sometimes, so I feel it was just okay to leave it alone, but again, I guess they didn't hit it. I felt initially some card from Crossheart may needed to get hit. It was doing very well in this for English, even for nationals as well. There's a lot of discussions. I honestly wasn't too sure when I said this either because I wasn't sure what to hit. I was gonna say maybe Cross 7, but Cross 7 is not even that great. Maybe Cross 3. Cross 3 is not that super strong either. You know, like, you know, if you hit Taiki or any of the really important key cards of the deck, then the deck essentially becomes like unplayable, which is kind of bad. So I don't think, you know, hitting it, I guess now just like reconvening my thoughts and thinking about it, maybe it's not even worth hitting this deck at all. It's already been hit enough with the Cross 4 initially anyways. And then I did say some card within the Billzamon set, since it's incredibly strong in the Japanese format. You know, we've seen it like do tons and tons of like crazy stuff. Won so many games, won so many tournaments. But I guess not. Maybe it's not as oppressive anymore. I'm not entirely sure. And I guess for us in English, you know, the set barely came out, so it would be kind of like sad if any card that got hit early on before we even got to play it either. And then I was gonna say ban cards. I still can't recall if there's anything that necessarily needs to be ban worthy at the moment, but like I said, maybe perhaps Deathexmon. But even jumping ahead, like in future formats, Deathexmon is not like super oppressive as much as it used to be either. I know it's really good against certain like matchups, certain decks, but you know, that's really it. It's not like good against every single deck out there. So I guess it also makes sense it doesn't hit it. But those are my thoughts. I don't have any additional cards I wanted to talk about ever since this ban list announcement, but I guess the other final thoughts is I know a lot of people have mixed opinions. Will Bandai, you know, update it further? I'm not sure. Maybe, you know, I feel like Bandai will continue to monitor and sort of maybe add more cards to this list, you know, within a couple of weeks or maybe in a month. I wouldn't be surprised of that, but don't quote me on that either. But yeah, these are just my live initial thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What else should have been banned or restricted? What other of your thoughts were? But I guess this is a huge miss on my part because I had a bunch of list of cards and none of them got hit except for one. And yeah. Now we'll wrap up for our ban and restriction list discussion and live reaction video for today. If you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful, please give it a like. Once again, if you have any suggestions, recommendations, or questions, be sure to share it with everyone in the comments down below. We got lots more Digimon videos and content coming your way. Of course, I'm going to be doing an update for the Black War Greymon X video as soon as April 1st comes too. So if you want to see those changes and updates, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on that notification bell to stay tuned. As always, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. See you in the next video. And this is Avault, signing out.